My name is Jorge Wallace, 2010 graduate of the Rehabilitation Counseling program at Maryville University. This is a speech that I was blessed to give on May 1st, 2010. Reason I know that it was my birthday, Dr. King. So here we go. My experiences at Maryville University. Good morning to our honored guests, President Lombardi, Maryville faculty, staff, family, and friends. As I sat down to gather my thoughts and preparations for writing this speech, I began to thumb through the many pages of notes, papers, and tests that I collected while I was a student here at Maryville. With each turn of the page, I was reminded of what an awesome and humbling experience it has been to be a part of this institution. Today marks the culmination of dreams, aspirations, determinations, and desires. For me, my experience at Maryville University has been all of these. There was the acceptance letter I received on March 15, 2007, as I aspired to become a graduate student here at Maryville. There was the moment that I sat in my first graduate class in the fall of that year and dreamed of the possibility of one day having my own counseling practice. There was the determination that was exhibited by my fellow classmates and me as we persevered through the passings of a fellow student, a cherished faculty member, and for me personally, my mother. Finally, there was the desire shown by all of us to become a part of the legacy of students that can proudly say, I am a graduate of Maryville University. I will forever be in debt to the faculty and staff of the Rehabilitation Counseling program that educated and heartened me to invest the best of me into the life of someone else so that they can be the best they can be. From the very beginning, I've always felt that my purpose here at Maryville has been part of a divine plan for my life that I need only to trust in and walk in by faith. The individuals I have met and the experiences I have enjoyed here at Maryville have done nothing but affirm that I was in the right place. Like a flower, when planted in its rightful place, will indeed flourish. I can truly say that I've flourished as a result of attending Maryville University. I firmly believe that there is no point in our lives when God ceases to prepare us for the next area in our lives. I thank this university and the rehab counseling program for its role in preparing me for the next phase of my life. As a non-traditional student, faced with the pressures of a full-time job and being a parent, there was some fear and anxiety as I entered into the rehabilitation counseling program. I thank you, Dr. Parker, for reminding us during orientation that it's not the end product, but the journey to get there. I thank you for encouraging us to savor the journey, remembering that we can't enjoy the now when worrying about the later. I thank God for the opportunity to be a student here at Maryville, and I thank Maryville for allowing me the opportunity to fulfill a dream. In closing, I would like to remind all of us that as human beings, man or woman, we are truly at our best when we are helping someone. Thank you, and God bless.
What is the greatest gift you have ever received? My name is Andy Howard, and I am a member of the graduating class in the Rehabilitation Counseling program. I'm extremely humbled and honored to share this moment with all of you. So, what is the greatest gift you've ever received? I would like to propose that is the gifts that don't follow a purchase that can be the most rewarding. Like seeing your nieces grow up with enthusiasm for the world. Like receiving a handwritten letter from your dad. Or perhaps getting goosebumps when you've helped someone in their time of need. And those truth bumps are a great sign that we are experiencing what matters most to us and what moves us. And yes, having extrinsic things are essential, and we all crave to have nice things. And yet, as we have different life experiences, I do believe we become more driven by the intrinsic rewards. Joseph Campbell, an author and professor, stated, I don't believe people are looking for the meaning of life as much as they're looking for the experience of being alive. Usually, we feel the most alive when those values are fulfilled. One area of our lives is greatly occupied by our work. And it is our hope that our careers are able to fuel a portion of that aliveness. So, how do we find what makes us feel alive? We've all been asked, what do you want to be? What are you passionate about? All those big life questions. Maybe a better way to word that would be, what do you want to give yourself? What experiences do you want to have? Our minds are great at analyzing things, but it will not provide the ultimate answer. And when we search for those answers, the resting place is found in our hearts. Therein lies our values and what matters most to us. It is what led us all to Maryville and embark on a new educational endeavor. As we graduate today, some of us are continuing an existing path, while others are starting over. But each was a courageous answer to our heart's call. To the graduating class of 2021, what can we say? We faced a great deal of uncertainty while earning this degree. Whether our choice of study was in healthcare, business, or education, we were met with a new set of obstacles. There's always mental strain and stress that comes with the territory of earning a graduate degree. But to do that in the middle of a pandemic is quite the accomplishment. From being on Zoom for 4.5 hours on a given night, to having discerned the constant backdrop of worry about our families and our own health. Not to mention balancing life's many tasks such as maintaining a job, childcare, home ownership, and many other responsibilities. Where did we get that energy? At times, many of us were pushed to new levels of stress. And even in the face of these circumstances, we succeeded. The path to graduating today was supported by many, as we do not succeed alone. I would like to personally thank my family for their constant love and support, as it means the world to me. We celebrate our families today just as much as our accomplishments. To our professors, who had to persevere in changing how they educate and empower us to become professionals, thank you for your continued dedication and inspiration. To our classmates, we were united together as students, and now we will forever be bonded as alumni and colleagues. We made it. In closing, I should have proposed the opening question differently. What is the greatest gift you've given yourself? I feel the greatest gift we have received today is the gift of our education. The greatest thing about the gift of our education is that it multiplies. Most gifts don't multiply like our education, as we use the expertise we learned here at Maryville. And as our journeys move into the next chapter, it will be so exciting to see where our paths lead us. In whatever path greets you, please continue to listen to your heart. And that is the greatest gift you could ever give yourself. Thank you, and congratulations on all your amazing accomplishments.
The opportunity to define yourself is a freedom that is both incredibly exciting and pretty scary. It's a daunting task. How does someone define themselves? I am proud to say that Maryville University has provided the support, the tools, and the experiences necessary to grow and define ourselves as members of a truly special community. Good afternoon, my name is Brayton Wooters. I'm a proud member of this year's Rehabilitation Counseling graduates and a Maryville University Saint. I am greatly humbled and honored to share this moment with you all. As graduates here today, we have grown and defined ourselves by the hard work and dedication needed to accomplish this educational achievement. The writer Will Durant says, "We are what we repeatedly do." This could not be more evident than by looking at what we have all repeatedly done to achieve this moment of success. For each of us, this may have looked a bit different. Some participating in long nights of classes and studying, others connecting virtually across great distances. Still, others balancing families, childcare, and demanding career responsibilities. Obtaining one's degree in times such as these is no small feat. The flexibility and persistence today's graduates have exhibited requires recognition We have all experienced Maryville University in a variety of different outlets and mediums. I started my undergraduate career here at Maryville back in 2016, obtaining my bachelor's in 2020 and now my master's. I have lived on campus. I was a commuter. I have experienced Maryville in on-ground, online, and hybrid courses. They just can't seem to get rid of me. For many here today, it may be your first time experiencing Maryville in person, having earned your degrees through one of the institution's online programs. Regardless of the setting, we have called upon that flexibility and persistence to overcome unique trials from the last few years and remain dedicated to our goals, not just in academics, but in life. Today, we celebrate those triumphs. The path to graduating today was, of course, not accomplished by our own strength alone. We would like to take this opportunity to highlight the support and encouragement of our friends and families. And we thank Maryville's professors and university staff who have encouraged us to continue developing as learners and as professionals. No matter the academic experience, we have seen their consistent support firsthand, their ability to adapt to ever-evolving landscapes of education has modeled what it means to be dedicated to others and to our professions. This support and empowerment has provided us with a gift that I believe is unique to Maryville University. It is a quality that will continue to shape the success of graduates to come. In closing, I would like to revisit this idea of how we define ourselves. There's a significant correlation between what we do and who we are. After all, when we meet new people and make new friends, it's very rare that they come up to us and say, "Define yourself to me." That's a little strange, and I'd be, a little paranoid, I think, if they're asking me that question. Instead, they ask us, "So what do you do? What do you do with your time? What do you do with your free time? What do you do for work, perhaps?" Today, we have answered those questions with our time, our sacrifices, and dedication to our education and goals. And here's the exciting part. The journey and process of developing ourselves has not ended. I am not done changing. I am not done growing. I am not done evolving. I'm not even close to being finished. And neither is a single person sitting here today. That's exciting. We have a unique opportunity to ask ourselves today, how do we now define ourselves in this next stage of our lives as professionals and learners? I feel confident in saying that each of us desires to continue shaping ourselves by the values and virtues instilled in us through Maryville University. Let us be individuals who continue living out those values of diversity, justice, respect, and a pursuit of lifelong learning. Additionally, let us continue to not just define ourselves by what we do, but by who we are. We are now graduates of Maryville University. We are now dedicated professionals, eager to serve our communities. The experiences and education gained from Maryville University have not only prepared and empowered us to become who we are in this moment, but have given us the tools and skills to continue this journey of defining ourselves for years to come. Thank you and congratulations to the graduating class of 2022.